ईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्। ॐ ईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्। ॐ ईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्।
जय 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 गणपति देवा,
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 गजानना गजानना
गजानना गजानना,
गजानना 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 हे गणपति देवा,
गजानना हे गणपति देवा,
गजानना हे गणपति देवा,
गजानना हे गणपति देवा,
जय 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 गणपति देवा,
जय 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 गणपति देवा,
जय 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 गणपति देवा,
गजानना गजानना
गजानना गजानना,
गजानना हे गणपति देवा,
गजानना हे गणपति देवा,
गजानना हे गणपति देवा,
गजानना हे गणपति देवा,
गजानना हे गणपति देवा, जय 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 गणपति देवा।
ईश्वराम्बा प्रियतनया साई नारायणा,
ईश्वराम्बा प्रियतनया साई नारायणा,
ईश्वराम्बा प्रियतनया साई नारायणा,
ईश्वराम्बा प्रियतनया साई नारायणा,
साई नारायणा सत्यनारायणा,
साई
साई नारायणा सत्यनारायणा
साई नारायणा सत्यनारायणा
ईश्वराम्बा प्रियतनया साई नारायणा
ईश्वराम्बा प्रियतनया साई नारायणा
कलयुग में अवतार लिए कलयुग में अवतार लिए कण कण में तेरा नाम साई कण कण में तेरा कर्ण में तेरा नाम ओ साई कर्ण कर्ण में तेरा नाम ईश्वराम्बा प्रियतनया साई नारायणा
ईश्वराम्बा प्रियतनया साई नारायणा
साई नारायणा सत्यनारायणा कलयुग में अवतार लिए कण कण में तेरा नाम साई कण कण में तेरा नाम साई कण कण में तेरा नाम ईश्वराम्बा प्रियतनया साई नारायणा धन्य हो ईश्वराम्बा धन्य हो ईश्वराम्बा जग को दी जो ला साई नारायण जगदोधारा साई नारायण धन्य हो धन्य हो धन्य हो धन्य हो धन्य हो ईश्वरांबा जग को दीजो लाल बाबा धन्य हो धन्य हो कलयुग में अवतार लिए सकल चराचर के भगवान जगदोधारा साई नारायण धन्य हो धन्य हो धन्य हो ईश्वरांबा 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 धन्य हो ईश्वरांबा
साई प्रेम स्वरूपिणी दुर्गति नाशिनी मंगलकारिणी जगत परिपालिनी जननी देहि शरणं सिंहवाहिनी देहि शरणं साई नारायणी देहि शरणं सिंहवाहिनी
देहि शरणं सिंहवाहिनी
देहि शरणं सिंहवाहिनी
देहि शरणं सिंहवाहिनी
देहि शरणं असुरविनाशिनी
देहि शरणं असुरविनाशिनी
देहि शरणं असुरविनाशिनी
देहि शरणं असुरविनाशिनी
देहि शरणं भवभयहारिणी
देहि शरणं भवभयहारिणी
देहि शरणं सनातनी
देहि शरणं ब्रह्म सनातनी
देहि शरणं ब्रह्म सनातनी
देहि शरणं ब्रह्म सनातनी
देहि शरणं साई नारायणी
देहि शरणं साई नारायणी
देहि शरणं साई नारायणी
देहि शरणं साई नारायणी
देहि शरणं सिंहवाहिनी
देहि शरणं सिंहवाहिनी
देहि शरणं असुरविनाशिनी
देहि शरणं असुरविनाशिनी
देहि शरणं भवभयहारिणी
देहि शरणं भवभयहारिणी
देहि शरणं हरिनारायणी
देहि शरणं हरिनारायणी
देहि शरणं ब्रह्म सनातनी
देहि शरणं ब्रह्म सनातनी
देहि शरणं साई नारायणी
देहि शरणं साई नारायणी
देहि शरणं साई नारायणी
देहि शरणं साई नारायणी देहि शरणं सिंहवाहिनी
देवी भवानी माँ जय साई भवानी माँ
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 दया करो साई माँ कृपा करो साई माँ
करो साई माँ कृपा करो साई माँ
दया करो साई माँ कृपा करो साई माँ
दया करो साई माँ कृपा करो साई माँ
जय माँ जय माँ जय देवी भवानी माँ
जय माँ जय माँ जय देवी भवानी माँ
जय माँ जय माँ जय देवी भवानी माँ
जय माँ जय देवी भवानी माँ
जय पति निवासिनी माँ जय साई 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 भवानी माँ
देवी भवानी माँ जय साई भवानी माँ
देवी भवानी माँ जय साई भवानी माँ
दया करो साई माँ, कृपा करो साई माँ,
दया करो साई माँ, कृपा करो साई माँ।
जय माँ, जय माँ, जय देवी भवानी माँ।
जय माँ, जय माँ, जय देवी भवानी माँ।
जय पति निवासिनी माँ, जय साई 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 भवानी माँ।
देवी भवानी माँ, जय साई भवानी माँ। देवी साई माँ, देवी सरस्वती माँ।
देवी साई माँ, देवी सरस्वती माँ।
देवी साई माँ, देवी सरस्वती माँ।
देवी साई माँ, देवी सरस्वती माँ।
दुर्गा भवानी माँ, काली कपालिनी 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 माँ।
जगदोधारिणी माँ,
जगदोधारिणी माँ।
जगदोधारिणी माँ।
जगदोधारिणी माँ।
सत्य साई दया करो 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 माँ।
देवी साई माँ, देवी सरस्वती माँ।
देवी साई माँ, देवी सरस्वती माँ।
दुर्गा भवानी माँ, काली कपालिनी माँ।
दुर्गा भवानी माँ, काली कपालिनी माँ।
जगदोधारिणी माँ,
जगदोधारिणी माँ।
सत्य साई दया करो 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 माँ।
देवी साई माँ, देवी सरस्वती माँ। जय जय भवानी माँ, अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय भवानी माँ, अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय भवानी माँ, अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय भवानी माँ, अम्बे भवानी माँ।
अम्बे भवानी माँ, साई 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 भवानी माँ।
जय जय भवानी माँ, अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय भवानी माँ, अम्बे भवानी माँ।
शिरडी निवासी माँ, परती निवासी 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 माँ।
हृदय निवासी माँ, साई भवानी 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 माँ।
जय जय भवानी माँ, अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय भवानी माँ, अम्बे भवानी माँ।
अम्बे भवानी माँ, साई भवानी माँ।
अम्बे भवानी माँ, साई भवानी माँ।
जय जय भवानी माँ, अम्बे भवानी माँ।
जय जय भवानी माँ, अम्बे भवानी माँ।
शिरडी निवासी माँ, परती निवासी माँ।
शिरडी निवासी माँ, परती निवासी माँ।
हृदय निवासी माँ, साई भवानी 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 माँ।
जय जय भवानी माँ, अम्बे भवानी माँ। दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ।
दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ।
दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ।
दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ।
अम्बा 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 दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ।
करुणा सागरी माँ।
करुणा सागरी माँ।
काली कपालिनी माँ।
काली कपालिनी माँ।
जगदोधारिणी माँ।
जगदोधारिणी माँ।
अम्बा दुर्गे जय जय 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 माँ।
दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ।
दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ।
अम्बा दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ।
अम्बा दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ।
करुणा सागरी माँ।
करुणा सागरी माँ।
काली कपालिनी माँ।
काली कपालिनी
दुर्गे जय जय माँ।
प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो राम राम राम, राम राम राम, राम राम राम, श्री राम राम राम। दुख मिटे लेत राम नाम,
पाप कटे दुख मिटे लेत राम नाम।
भव समुद्र सुखद नाव एक राम नाम।
भव समुद्र सुखद नाव एक राम नाम।
परम शांति सुख निदान दिव्य राम नाम।
परम शांति सुख निदान दिव्य राम नाम।
निराधार को आधार एक राम नाम।
निराधार को आधार एक राम नाम।
माता पिता बंधु सखा सब राम नाम।
माता पिता बंधु सखा सब राम नाम।
भक्त जनर जीवन धन एक राम नाम।
भक्त जनर जीवन एक राम नाम।
भक्त जनर जीवन एक राम नाम।
भक्त जनर जीवन धन एक राम नाम। राम 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 श्री राम राम राम। राम 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 श्री राम राम राम। राम 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 श्री राम राम राम। राम 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 श्री राम राम राम। राम 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 श्री राम राम राम।
साई ओम साई ओम साई ओम। तन मन प्राण में साई ओम। साई ओम साई ओम साई ओम। Om Shri Sai Ram. And greetings to you from the studios of Sri Satya Sai Media Center Prashant Nilayam as we welcome you for this satsang. Let me take you back to the 60s when Prashant Nilayam Darshan grounds were filled with beautiful sands, and as Bhagwan came every morning and evening onto these golden sands. Beautiful memories got created. Some indelible moments were formed in people's hearts. So it was one of these days when, as Bhagwan was moving from the lady's side and he came onto the gent's side, and there was this group of people who were sitting in a particular area. Swami glanced at all of them. Swami stopped, and then Swami particularly looked at that spot and keenly looked at every person sitting there. And then Swami said, "Whoever is sitting in this area will live up to 100 years, will live a full 100 years. One of them, who was part of that group, later on came to Prashantinilayam, stayed on in Prashantinilayam, served in Prashantinilayam, scored his century, and today we know the story because of this person, and this person is Mr. Hiralal Vallabh Pant. He was truly Hira. Hira means diamond. He was truly diamond of a devotee, not because he lived up to 100 years staying in Prashantinilayam, but because how he led his life leading up to 100 years. Not many of us know about him. Not many probably have even heard about him. But those who have seen him, those who have interacted with him, those who have spent even 2 minutes with him will vouch for the fact that anyone who has spent even a minute with him always came back cheerful, smiling, joyful, enthusiastic, like on the top of the world, because that is what he exuded. Anyone who came to his presence only returned charged with joy and supercharged with love for Bhagwan. That was the magic of this beautiful soul, the true Hira that he was. Whenever avatars descend, you always find exalted beings, you always find souls which rise up to great heights, and they become inspirations for humanity till eternity. When Sri Rama came, you had a Ahalya, you had a Shabari, you had a Lakshmana, you had so many monkeys. Just imagine, we know the story of probably Nala, Nila and a few monkeys. If only we had the opportunity to sit down and talk with so many monkeys, if only we had the chance to really interact and learn how it was to be with Rama, sitting down and chatting with all these monkeys who were part of the Rama army, who were seeing Rama day in and day out. How beautiful, how blissful it would have been for us to just spend our moments with these beings who lived with God. In the same way, we know the story of Radha, we know the story of Suguna and a few other Gopikas and Gopalas. If only we had the chance to interact and see live how it was for the Gopikas and the Gopalas. If only we could really live with the Gopikas and Gopalas. How they were breathing Krishna, eating Krishna, drinking Krishna, dreaming Krishna, playing with Krishna, dancing with Krishna. They could not think of anything other than Krishna. They were crazy for Krishna. We know only one or two stories. Of course, that itself is so elevating. Imagine there'll be so many Gopikas, so many Gopalas with so much love for Bhagwan. We don't know their stories. If only you can get to hear their stories, how blissful it would be. And I feel the same with the Satyasai Avatar too. We don't have to read only the stories of Markandeya, Dhruva or Prahlada. There are so many such beautiful souls who have had the opportunity to shine like saints, having come to Bhagwan's lotus feet. In fact, on one occasion, Swami said, on the spiritual path, If you want guidance, if you want direction, no need to read scriptures, no need to go and read philosophies, no need to read about this yoga, that yoga, pranayama, meditation, kundalini, no need to read any of this. Swami said, in fact, this will confuse you if you read too much of all these texts, because each text will prescribe one particular route and you don't know whether that is the best thing for you. The safest thing and the best thing for you. Swami has told this to the students, Swami has told this to the devotees in the yesteryears. If you want inspiration on the spiritual path, read the lives of saints. Read the lives of those who have walked that path. Read the lives of those who have experienced that joy of remaining connected with God. And we have so many such stories abounding in Prashanti Nilayam, in Satyasai centers. For every one story of Kasturi that we know, we do not know of hundreds and thousands. For every one Ratanlal that we know, we don't know there are so many like this Hiralals who have dedicated their lives and who have lived such exemplary, such fantastic lives where they just gave themselves completely to Swami. They allowed Swami to chisel their souls and became Swami's Bangarus. One such is this Hiralal Vallabh Pant. He left his mortal coil in 2022, just a year ago. He lived up to 100 years and more. And what he taught us is something for us to ponder upon. He was born in April 1919 in Uttarakhand, in a place called Pitroghar. Uttarakhand is known for mountains. It is known for these beautiful shrines. It's a very, very spiritual state because you have plenty of religious places. And of course, it is known for nature. It is known for the sylvan ambience of the hills. And anyway, Hiralal Pantji was drawn to the mountains. He was drawn to the solitude of the mountains. He loved the mountains. He loved to be free. He loved to just be not bound to anything. In those days, he joined the Indian Air Force. This was in 1944. He initially worked in Lahore, which was part of India then. In 1947, when the partition of India happened, then he moved from Lahore to India and he served as a warrant officer for 26 years in the Indian Air Force. And during this service, he toured extensively throughout India, and he was known for his work, very diligent and very, very disciplined. And he enjoyed his work. And, he would say, I've seen literally hundreds of cities, from Jodhpur to Agra to Srinagar to Kanpur. I've seen every city. I used to have breakfast in West Bengal, then I used to have my lunch in Delhi, I used to have my dinner in Gujarat, sometimes dinner in Jammu and Kashmir. So he says, I have seen enough places. And after serving 26 years in the Air Force, one day he got this thought, okay, now if I retire, how much will be my pension? And he calculated that he will get 84 rupees. And he felt 84 rupees is good enough. That is enough for me. I can live the rest of my life. If you probably think what will be the equivalent of 84 rupees in today's times, probably it will be 4,000-5,000 rupees. That's all. But he felt, why do I need more? This is good enough for me. I can now quit Air Force and I can dedicate my life to service. I can do something else. I don't need to work anymore. And he just quit Air Force. And he came and settled down in Chennai. This was in 19 69, 70. And there were 2-3 things that happened when he was serving in the Air Force. So once he gets his letter from his parents, and they say that we have fixed your marriage and you please come, and it's time for you to start a married life, so we are waiting for you. And I remember when I was speaking to Pantji, he said, I saw the letter and I didn't go. I didn't want to be bound. मैं तो मजे में था. I was having fun. I was so happy doing whatever I was doing in the Air Force. I didn't go. Like a childlike, joy he was telling. I didn't go. I escaped it. And in fact, after that, he did not correspond much with his parents. So after 2 years, there was a letter that came from his father to Pantji's boss saying, what happened to my son? He's not writing letters. Is he fine? We are not in touch with him. And so his boss called him and he says, what's going on? Your father is worried about you. I want you to write a letter right now and write and give it to me. I will post it to your father. So Pantji wrote that letter, and he used to get 45 days vacation while serving the Air Force. He used to never go home. He would still keep serving in the Air Force. And when the vacation came, the forthcoming vacation came, the boss told Pantji, this time you are going to go home. You're not going to stay on and work. So Pantji, after 2 years, went home, and understandably his parents were worried and they were missing him. Mother was crying, and so Pantji then said, I'm sorry, and I will definitely keep in touch from now on. And he kept that promise. He used to write letters home. But whenever his parents talked about marriage, he would somehow try to avoid, evade it. And somehow he kept saying, oh, I'm happy, I'm fine, I don't want to be bound, I'm happy. And that's how his life was going on. At least he was in touch. He had not disappeared, so parents were okay. And then came the Big Bang. Bhagwan entering his life in a manner that shocked him. So this was sometime in 1965. He was reading the newspaper casually and he saw this illustrated weekly of India, where there was a 3-page article on Bhagwan. There were 3 elaborate columns, and he read all that. And he saw this picture of Bhagwan. What caught his attention more than the picture of Bhagwan was a quote. And the quote said, Bhagwan is saying, you give all your problems to me. Give all your problems to me. I will take care of all your worries. But just have faith. If you have faith, I will solve all your issues. Just give all your worries to me. And to Pantji, it was something very tremendous. He said, who is this person who can give such an assurance? Who is this person who can say with this much authority that give me your problems? No matter who you are, no matter what your problem is, no matter where you are, give me your problems and I will solve them. Just have faith. Who is this person who can give such a powerful assurance? I need to check him out. And so, he came to Prashantinilayam. This was 1965. And he sat in the darshan grounds. And as Bhagwan came gliding on the beautiful sands, one look at Bhagwan and Pantji says, I can't tell you why, I can't tell you how, but I just knew that he's not ordinary. I knew that he is something beyond this world. I knew that he was definitely a supra power. I knew he was supernatural. And from then on, these 45 days of vacations that he used to have in Air Force, For the rest 4 years, he used to spend in Prashantinilayam. In fact, not just that, he used to spend of the 45 days, 40 days he would spend in Prashantinilayam. Not just that, every festival, he started coming to Prashantinilayam. He was here for birthday, Guru Purnima, Dasara, Shivratri. Every major festival he was in Prashantinilayam from 1964 onwards. So he would snatch every moment to come and stay in this divine hamlet, and he would love to get up early in the morning. Even though there was no facilities in those days, no rooms, no washrooms, you have to live under trees. But he loved it. He would go to the Chitravati, get up early in the morning, finish his morning chores and come and sit for darshan. He had Padnamaskaram 2-3 times, but he loved being in Prashantinilayam, and he kept coming for 4 years. And something very, very life-changing happened in 1969. So Bhagwan comes out for darshan on this day, and again there is this group of people in a particular area. Swami picks them, and Swami asks all of them to come to the interview room. And then Swami calls each one of them to the personal interview room. And as Bhagwan is spending time with everyone individually, when Pantji's turn comes, Swami takes him inside. Swami looks deep into his eyes, and Swami says, "Dekho, you have no family, you have no property, you have no home, you have no savings, you have nobody." But Swami said, "Don't worry. Sab Sai dekhega. Sab Swami dekhega. I will look after you. I will look after your everything." That is the only conversation he had with Bhagwan. Swami just took him inside, and Swami told him, "I know you are not bound to anything. You don't want anything. You don't have anything. You didn't accumulate anything. I will look after you." He didn't even utter a word. Thrice Swami touched his head. "Swami sab dekhega. Swami sab dekhega. Swami will look after you completely. Don't worry." And for Hiralal Vallabh Pantji, that was it. That sealed it forever. That moment, there was no turning back. From that moment, he could not think of anything other than Swami. From that moment, he never aspired anything also from Swami. In fact, after that moment, Swami has never spoken to him. He continued to live on in Prashantinilayam till he was 100. Swami has never spoken to him, and he never wanted also. He was absolutely content. He relived that moment the rest of his life.
जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्ति महेश्वर ओम जय जगदीश हरे शिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपति स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपति आश्रित कल्पलतिका आश्रित कल्पलतिका अवतारणव ओम जय जगदीश हरे माता पिता गुरुदैवं पर्यन्तयो नीवे स्वामी पर्यन्तयो नीवे नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नागेन्द्र शरण ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओंकार रूप शिव साई महादेवा सत्य साई महादेवा मंगल आरती अंदुको मंगल आरती अंदुको मंगल गिरिधारी ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा शांति 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 समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु ओम शांति 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 जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा